Alrighty, so full disclaimer, I don't do videos, not a YouTuber. I just felt the need to make this video because I believe this is one of the easiest and most efficient ways of doing quarter round in shoe mold. I put it off for so long, then now I have the desire to do so. Well, I've already finished the floors, finished the shoe mold, and it just wouldn't make sense to go tear up a corner just to do this video. So I'm going to use this drawer box because it does have a square corner that shoe mold covers, and I'm just going to use a little stick of shoe mold so as not to waste shoe mold to trim out a drawer box that you don't really do. And on that note, this drawer box is actually now going to be a tray. It was a base cabinet, and we converted it into a sink box, and we're taking the drawer, installing it down at the very bottom as a pull-out tray. It will have a double spring magnetic latch on the back inside, and where all you'd have to do is bump it with your toes. It would spring out, get what you need, and push it back in, click click. And then the drawer front will be a flip down tray. You can easily purchase this at Lowe's, Home Depot. Actually, Lowe's, Home Depot said that they would have to order it, but Lowe's has them in stock. So yeah, with that, here we go. Gonna make you how I do it. Now, I've been doing floor and shoe mold for a while, and I mean, this just hands down for me, I believe for anybody, which is why I'm making the video, the easiest way to do it. If I could just figure out the easiest way to make a video, record, that would be great. So, fuck this up. Ooh. It's not working. Let's see how it works. Sink tray. Also good for camera prop. Alright, so the reason I think this is a lot more efficient is because if you're doing shoe mold, I guess one deal, and you cope, which any decent carpenter would, because it's just hands down the the best outcome for a finished shoe mold. I mean, there's no debate about it. It just looks better to cope rather than just cut 45s and stick it in there. If you cope good enough, you don't even have to caulk it. But if you just cut 45s, you always, if you care about them, well, you always have to caulk. So, so we've already cut the 45 for the corner. So, miter snips, boom. I got some miter snips. Now you'll see, especially if you're familiar with it, this one has a fence on it. Some of them don't. I like the fence. It comes with two set screws like this on each side that have a little bearing inside of it, basically a BB that clicks and keeps it into place. Well, it doesn't necessarily always keep it in place. So I like to keep that one for quick setting, and then I took this one out and put another screw in there, and let's see, put it on there, 45 there, and then I'll take this one And it's now my locking screw. And you ain't got to do it much. Just hand finger tighten it a little bit and it doesn't move. It doesn't slide on you. Okay. So we will cut our square in, because also if you cope, you know this. If you don't, I'll tell you. Cope right. That's pretty much the rule of thumb when it comes to coping. That basically means that you will start on your left and work your way around the room. And you start on the left, you cut it square, push it into the corner, and then you cope right. So you're going to be coping this out to cover that. So the way I like to do is alright, so I like to again put in my 45, and if you cope right, you don't ever have to worry about coping the opposite way to the left or anything like that. I like to take out that chunk of meat right there. Boom. And I get rid of that. It makes it a little faster for me. One of the things that I really like about coping with the miter snips is, come on, focus for me. Focus, baby. Alright. That little point that makes all the difference, right? So, and then you want to lay this, you want to keep your shoe more flat. Okay, line it up and snip that point. Boom. I'm a little bit off. Boom. Okay. That way you're going to keep that point, and it makes it all the better. So you're just going to snip away. I could do this a lot faster without making a video or concentrating on the focus, but you basically just run down that edge, put your point to your finish line on the quarter round, just snip, some quick snips right down it. And then, again, keeping it flat, you're going to start easily working your way up. Don't go into the finished part of the shoe mold. Now, boom. The eggs looks a lot better. There you go, right there. Now, I used to carry a wooden file with me. Get it all the way up. And you can just file that little edge to where everything goes in perfectly. Now see? That is knock that edge off just a little bit. Hey, and it really does work a lot better when you're not trying to make a video. Um, so yeah, that's a lot quicker, a lot easier than running to it outside to your miter saw, cutting your 45, then grabbing your coping saw. I've never actually used a coping saw to cope. Before using miter snips, I would use my saw to make the cut and then lay it down and use the saw blade running to chew out that meat. But that's also very dangerous, and it still puts you going outside, getting up off the floor, and running back and forth to a saw. So there you have it.